So in this one, we're doing a cool little intervallic movement across the fretboard in A minor pentatonic, of course. Because we get so used to being able to play licks up and down this way. Okay? It's nice to have licks that move us across the fretboard this way. And what I love playing intervals when I play, so I'm not always just simply going up and down a scale. You know, that's fine too, but it's kind of nice to be able to kind of jump in and out. Okay, sometimes sounds very melodic when you do that. So with this lick, what we're doing is we're sliding from 3 to 5, but then I'm playing the 8th fret of the first string, so I'm intervallically jumping over all those other notes. Again, interval simply meaning distance. It's a larger distance. Instead of just playing all the notes, I'm skipping notes in between and creating a larger interval. Then I'm moving from 5 to 8 on the 2nd string as a slide. Then I'm going to the 10th fret of the 1st string. So I have... Then I'm sliding from 8 to 10, and then 12 on the 1st string. Then I'm going to slide from 10 to 13 because I'm staying pentatonic. If you know all your positions of pentatonic at this point, you'll be able to see that I'm playing just A minor pentatonic. Those are the exact notes that I'm playing. So 10 to 13, then I'm going to the 15th fret of the 1st string. Okay, then I'm going to slide from 13 to 15 and go to the 17th fret of the 1st string, which is A all over again. You see, so... So it kind of sounds interesting. See how there what I'm doing is I'm jumping around. Always remember, my goal with any of these licks that I teach you is for you to be able to see them one way and then sit down and go, what else can I do with this? You know, that was always the problem that I had when I was learning how to do these sorts of things was I would learn the lick as is and then just try and play it as is all the time, and half the time I couldn't get them to fit. It wasn't until I started learning, well, I need to move them. I need to change them into things that make sense for me visually. They need to fit rhythmically, right? We need to be able to play in a triplet or 3 feel. We need to be able to play in an even 2 or 4 feel, because all of our songs are going to be those 2 things. So with this particular lick, I can play it up with a straight rhythm. Or I could give it a shuffle. I could jump over. Let's see. You see? So there's all kinds of neat things that I could do with that. Or maybe I just do it enough to get into the position that I want to be in. So if I went... And I'm just moving into the 2nd position. Or maybe I just want to get up into the 4th position. And do whatever I want there. So now what I'm doing is I'm using that lick simply to move me across the fretboard. So the lick itself isn't really the important thing. The important thing about the lick is that it's getting me to another spot to be able to do something else. So always remember that you've got a lick that's stabilized, or you have a lick that's transitioning you across the fretboard to serve a larger purpose. So with any of these licks, you can do any of those sorts of things. The only difference is some of them are locked into one spot, so they're moving you up and down this way. And some, like the one we're doing right now, move you across the fretboard this way. So there's lots of different things that you can do.